Hi everyone, I thought I would come to you with another video, but have it be a little bit different than some of the ones that I've been showing you. I'm hoping to show you something that's a little bit shorter so that then maybe I can post more frequent videos. When I film and I edit and post the longer ones, it seems to take a little bit longer to upload them onto YouTube, so it means that I usually can't get a video up kind of within the day. So I'm going to try and do that with this one. And this one is really special because we're going to take a look at one of my personal planners that I'm using right now, which is this right here. It's my traveler's notebook. Let me give you a better look at it there. So if you're interested in seeing what's in this, one of my personal planners, or at least my design notebook, then stick around and watch the video and we can look at that together, and hopefully it won't take too long. So I'll see you in the video. So this is my traveler's notebook, and this is a full leather cover that I got for Mother's Day from my family from Milk Shop. Lena is the name of the designer, and she's on Etsy, and she is just wonderful. I think she's brilliant. She does such beautiful work, and it does take a while to receive this, but it's totally worth it. It's hand-painted leather and hand-dyed, and you'll see that the color there, it's reflecting. So it's like a beautiful buttery gold and then like silvery blue, and then there is a double-layered textured bow, and that snap there is embossed with the name of the shop, Milk Shop. That's MYLKSHOPPE, and she's located in San Francisco, which is honestly one of my favorite places to visit. So I love this cover. You get to pick the color of your elastics. It's fully customizable, and Lena is just wonderful to work with. On top of the fact that she is going to school to be a social worker, and I think anyone who's interested in social work and just kind of social justice is a bit of a superhero for me. So I love to support those who are kind of fighting for that kind of cause. So anyway, I've kind of been like planner crushing on this for a while, like 2 years or so it was a real treat for my family to be able to give this to me for this past Mother's Day. It's the perfect thing for me to use for all my design notebooks that I otherwise would have tucked into my planners, and just kind of like this keeps things nice and neat and beautiful. I feel like one thing that really lends itself to me staying on the course with planning and writing and creative ventures on paper is when things are of good design and are of beautiful and like kind of loveliness, which this definitely is. So I always carry 3 pens with me. I always carry a Sharpie and a ballpoint pen, which is right there, that mint one. This is by Brands. This is my very favorite type of pen to write with. It has rose gold detailing, and I have these in like the whole array of kind of patterns they come in. I also have there the Inkjoy kind of gel pen that's in the 0.7 diameter that everybody's going crazy over, and I like retractable pens the best because then I don't have to worry about losing the different caps and things. Right there, that yellow sheet was actually for me to get a watercolor tattoo, and I need to just set up the appointment for that. I've been waiting to do this for like a couple of years, so we can talk. I don't know, you'll probably hear about that on Instagram or something. Anyway, these are May Designs inserts for this traveler's notebook, and this is a size, like an A5 size actually. So you see how just kind of comfortably they fit in there. There's no overhang or anything, pretty thick pages, but this is a very unique sort of a weekly agenda because you have the weeks going across the top in Euro week style, meaning it starts with a Monday and then it ends with a Sunday. It's undated, so you can start and stop anytime you want. You could just as well cover up those days and dates and use it for project planning too. One column for like expenses, one column for materials, one column for like appointments. And then the grid at the bottom is really great for you to kind of, I guess, sketch out notes and things to go along with kind of project planning at the top. That would be like, I don't know, requiring of maybe some more linear kind of movement, just the left to right. So this is pretty thick. There's a lot of pages. And if you don't know the history of May Designs May books, she really kind of hit the map and was made popular by Oprah Winfrey herself. And it's really no wonder that Oprah picked, May Designs May books. There is a beautiful foil. There's No Charm Equal to Tenderness of the Heart from Jane Austen. I thought that was gorgeous. It's a salmon color, and then here's another one that's kind of bright and inspiring. This is just a monthly insert. This one is dated. And then when you look towards the back, it has a dotted grid in it. And there is a drawing that I did jointly with my daughter. I am an art and design teacher on sabbatical, and I'm classically trained in drawing, painting, lots of studio arts, and I also can teach it. So my daughter and I love to do artwork together, and I love to actually let her put things in my planner. It's very inspiring for me to have something there alongside of whatever I'm doing. And she's very respectful of just the space that I kind of will allot for her, and just say, just use this page, and she'll do that. And so I love kind of having that there. There we go. That's the style of this book. And yeah, you get to pick your cover. You also get to pick kind of the inside pages. This is a gray dot grid, but I think you can get aqua and you can also get pink. But I just really like the gray because I think that it's a little bit easier on my eye when I'm kind of using it. Here's a poly, like a poly plastic kind of pocket that I think I've shown this to you before, and those are some sticky notes from Walmart that I love that are just that airmail design. And you can see there are all the elastics. I'm not going to pull this all apart, you can see, but you can see how much can just be stuffed into a traveler style notebook. This is a lesson plan insert that I designed, and you probably recognize it, and this is staple bound and brightly colored and everything. And you'll see what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it from the back, because for whatever reason it's just been working for me better to like work from the back of an insert to the front. This is very classic of Japanese anime style. Oh, there's my dog. He loves to burrow underneath the covers like a silly little kind of woodland creature, so he had been tapping like on me with his paw and asked me to kind of help him to go under, so that's why I did that. Anyway, so here are my lesson, like my homeschool planning, and since I'm a classically trained teacher, I do things pretty much the same as I would if I were in the art classroom, doing just like classic and standard curriculum and design. And you could always use the last two columns for like Saturday and Sunday. I think I've discussed this before, but vertical works best for me. That's a Simple Stories clear kind of script sticker. That's a Mom B brand Happy Planner gold foil sticker that I have like a book of in the back. Sometimes I will write across boxes or write across entire kind of rows, depending upon kind of what I'm doing with my daughter and her homeschooling and our learning objectives. And I love this little book. I just love the design of it. I think that the colors are so cheery and so engaging, and it's great for color coding. I love this for color coding, because then my daughter always knows reading and writing is red. She helped to actually assign the colors to whatever content area that we were going to do. Here are my very favorite sticker books to use. This is Tim Holtz, and these are kind of sentence starters in a really wonderful kind of old school type typeface font, or typewriter font. So there you see it. And I like to stick these just everywhere and anywhere. I think they're really inspiring. That's something my daughter's working on that she's calling the Heart of the Sea. And there's some really, really beautiful gold foil. These came in a Black Friday bundle straight from me and my big ideas, and I've really enjoyed using them. So I think that they look great against that rainbow palette in the teacher planner insert. So yeah, that's them. And then this is my doodle notes. It's again like a visual glossary. I've gone over this before, so I don't need to kind of go into this too much, but I still have that. My daughter can look at that and reference it and then try and draw stuff. So that's my traveler's notebook. Now I'm just going to go ahead and snap this, and you're going to see just how much can get stuffed in there, and I think that that's part of the charm of traveler's notebook style planning. So I really hope you enjoyed this, and maybe you were inspired to try this out yourself. So that's my traveler's notebook, and I really hope that you enjoyed taking a look at it. This is honestly like an art journal to me. I will sometimes tape things in there, glue things in there, use washi tape. There's something about this style of planning and just kind of note-taking or just kind of creative unleashing that I feel like you can do in a style like this, that it just, I don't know what it is, in a coil bound or a disc bound like planner or ring bound, it just doesn't have the same sort of feel. Now the great thing is that traveler's notebooks like this style, which is also called, well, it was originated by the whole idea of a Midori, M-I-D-O-R-I, and sometimes people call them dories. They also call them Fauxdoris. There are all sorts of sellers on Etsy, like Teddy, Confetti, Dory, there's all sorts of names, and that's something that I really like. A lot of times traveler's notebooks really appeal to creatives and designers, but they're good for anything. I think that reading and writing is a really, really awesome thing for anybody to do. It's a great and a healthy habit to kind of get into. So if you've never gotten into it, then you could totally get into it now, because And I don't have a rack away, sorry, that's not what I'm going to be announcing right now. I was just going to tell you that Michael's and a lot of the big box sort of arts and crafts stores that are probably readily available to you are really taking note of the trend of stationery and writing and just creativity in a different sort of a way. So I believe it is Michael's in their Recollections line, so that's like their store brand. They have recently released not only actually ring-bound binders that you can get, that those are supposed to kind of, I think, hit the stores within the next week or so, but they also have, you know, the Traveler's Notebook kind of like Fauxdori covers. So, and I'm pretty sure that you can like paint them if you want to, so that it looks a little bit kind of like in the same style as mine. So yeah, so you can also like glue things to the cover, or I don't know, you can pierce the cover if you wanted to. Piercing, I mean like putting like pins and things. So if you are a Disney fan, I know that part of the Disney culture is collecting those really, really lovely little pins that you can trade, that you could always just like pierce the cover and put your pin collection on here, which I think is a really cool idea. So I'm not going to do that with this one, but maybe my daughter can do that because she has her own like Fauxdori that I made for her. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe you are inspired to try out this new type of planning. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, please you know, subscribe so that you can see more like it, because my goal is to bring you some more frequent content, and definitely always inspiring and useful and meaningful content. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this one, and don't forget about the rackaway that's going on Instagram. It's open to international recipients. You just need to locate the picture on my Instagram, Dearest Darling, and it has big lettering on it that says Rackaway number 2, and then it has details in the description below about how you can put your name in the mix in order to be considered to receive it. So look out for that, and hopefully I will see you within the week with another video. So see you then. Bye.